Hi everyone, my name is Emily DeSimone with the Garden State Film Festival, and here with me today I have Afzal Khan, the director and writer of Survival Living Through COVID, and Kishore Shrestha, the producer of Survival Living Through COVID. How are you guys doing today?
Very good.
Namaste.
Great. So you guys had let us know that you are currently in Nepal, and it's about 9 p.m. where you are. I hope you
Yes,
have a
yeah,
great
we are in Kathmandu, Nepal. It's 9 p.m. now.
Well, I hope
Evening.
you had a great day so far, and I hope this is a great close to your day. So, can you give us, our live viewers, a tidbit about your film?
It's actually a film about COVID. The topic is about the COVID, the pandemic we went through last couple of years. So it's a topic about how we survive through the difficult times globally. And the film without any dialogues, it's a visual narration about 4 minutes long. And it's our effort to show something to the world about the pandemic and the situation we went through. And this is the actually idea of the film.
So, can you let us know a little bit about how Nepal, I guess, I don't want to use the word COVID, but how I guess the regulations were in Nepal for the pandemic?
Okay. Actually, I work in media also, so I got my all my like a press card and press jacket, so I can move around. So it's good for research and to select some locations and contacting people and some expert like doctors and the people who are working for that pandemic and COVID. So we can talk with them, we can meet with them, and we can do some like research for the film. So, and Afzal, I'm helping him for the connection with the people for the source, and that way, because everything is locked here. We were also locked in our house.
At that time, the situation is as usual as everywhere. We are locked down, and it's hard to leave at the time. So as a difficult time, we thought about let's do something, and that's how the film is actually started. We are too frustrated to stay in home, and we have no work, nothing. Then we thought like, why not we do something about this topic? And that actually, this is how the film started.
And are there still very strict regulations in place at this time?
At the time, it was like partial lockdown. When shooting, it's a partial lockdown, so it's somewhere difficult. Some restrictions are there, but it's not totally lockdown. So I would say some parts we feel the difficulties, and some parts it's normal.
And can you talk about your experience with directing and writing and producing?
The actually idea is like when we stay at home, and the new lifestyle we started at the time is using sanitizer and wearing mask. And always I felt like it's so difficult to wear those things, and that life is changing slowly. And my imagination is going through like, if what if the marks we use is permanent in our face, or the sanitizer we're using it has some colors, then what will be happen? That the imagination and the reality we at a difficult time made me to create a story. The storyline is about the blend of reality and the process we went through at the time. So it was like an imaginative movie. It's not about any writing script, or it's not a scripted film. So at the time, just wanted to create something for the whole world. So we jam up and started to making ideas like what to do. Then the second step we went through is like, let's make a film about the pandemic, but give a people the inspiration. At the time, everyone is in trouble, everyone is in pain, the life is so suffering at that time we thought that why not make a film that gives inspiration to the people. So in that way, actually, we start to imagine the film. But it is as I said, it's not a scripted film, so it's all about the imagination and the collaboration of the work.
I love that you are showing how you guys in Nepal had a different, not a different experience, but how your experience was with COVID, and we here in America, and I'm sure there are people that have traveled to different parts of the world are going to get to see it, and we get to talk and like relate about how we all lived with COVID and what our regulations were. So with that said, was this your first film you ever directed and wrote, Afzal?
Yes, actually, my working professional background is advertising agency. I made many ad films, mostly, and as a Kishore, he is also a commercial photographer, commercial videographer. So we used to make films and commercial stuffs. But this is the first time we are doing a non-commercial social film. So it was a kind of the work process is almost the same, but the different part is non-commercial film. So we are doing for soul satisfaction, nothing more than that. That's we don't have an idea that it will reach somewhere till here, but we just made a selfless effort, and we try to do something at a time.
And when did you film this film? Like, when did you end up doing all of the filming and the editing and whatnot? When did that happen?
You are asking for the time, the duration?
Yes. When you filmed it, like, did you film it recently within the past year, or did you film it during the
It's a
pandemic?
last year. Well, normally we started our research during like November, and we shoot in December and January, and we finish in February. So it's
And
like
this,
1 month for research, and 1 week for production, 1 week and like 10 days for music and editing process, and then we just finish it like that.
so you just recently finished it, or did you finish it about a year ago
Last
now?
year, last year,
The film finished almost last February or March.
February, March in 22. Yes.
Okay. And how did you find the Garden State Film Festival?
Yeah, I was just looking for like where to show this movie, because we are showing here within our family and friends, and why not try in international markets? And I just searching in Google, and I found this film freeway. So I was not hoping this much, but I just tried, and it was clicked. And I just travel. I recently also, like half an hour, I'm coming from shooting in Mount Everest.
Wow.
Just I arrived in Kathmandu like 30 minutes before. And I was like about to miss this interview because I was on the way, but I made it. Like that, we are lucky, I think so. So we just got this Garden Film Festival, a big chance.
Yes, we are actually so grateful that we never thought that our film will reach so much global platform. We never thought about that. Even while making, we never imagined that someday we will give interview or something like that. But it's actually our luck, or maybe our hard work. So we reach here, and we are actually so grateful to be a part of such a big film festival.
Well, we're so happy to have you, and congratulations on being accepted. Do you plan to be coming to the film festival to see it screen?
If I honestly say that it's so difficult for us to travel such a far, it's even if it's so expensive and time consuming. So we unfortunately we could not able to attend the film festival. We hope we could, but honestly we couldn't able to join the film festival.
We would like to, but there's some
Yes,
thing to manage.
yes, it's so expensive for us
Because
to travel from.
it's the
Nepal
first
to-
time if we could manage to travel, this is the first time for us to going some abroad place to take our films, our work.
And as it's a non-commercial film, there is no money involved, so we don't even have a money for promotion or travel to film festivals. So if we have to spend a personal expenses, and that is a little bit difficult for us.
Well, no worries at all. I mean, I feel so honored to be just interviewing you guys today, and thank you for, being able to be here and to talk about your film with us. And so, with that said, so can you guys talk about what it is you want people to take away from your film?
Number one is a gift for the world, because we are not making film to make a money. And there are all cast, they are just never faced any camera. It's the first time for them.
There's no professional models.
Yeah, we trained them for one day only, one workshop, and everything happened like this because it's not commercial movie. It was locked down for a long time, and we had no business also. So, but we made it.
So it's like actually for us it's a big achievement to even create that movie, because at that time we are non-commercial people. They are never face the camera. They don't know how to act. But I want a precise kind of expression from them. So I guided them. We guided them like the way we want. But they are non-commercial models. They never face the camera. So it's kind of achievement, even the finishing a film. And what we get is enough for us. So whatever we are getting afterwards is like a dream.
And we want to say people still we need to wear masks and use some hand sanitizer to protect us.
The most small issue, like people might think that sanitizer or masks actually nothing, but in reality they work so important role to fight with pandemic. So I feel that the message in the film is showing that life will never stop. It might stop, it might get paused, but it should be goes on. So that's our message, and we want to spread the message to the whole world from the small country like Nepal.
We cannot make a vaccine, but we can make some message also.
Absolutely. So what do you both do? Is this what you do for work, film, or what is it that you do for work?
We are actually from advertising background, so most of our work is related to advertising, and we do freelancing stuff. We don't have any proper organization for that. We do a freelancing stuff, and mostly we our professional work is like photography, videography, and some small documentary, short films, and these kind of commercial stuffs we do.
That's fantastic. And it's so interesting to see how different filmmakers will come in, and a lot of them do film and cinematography and whatnot as their day jobs. But then there are a lot of filmmakers that don't. Like, we had someone that worked in a nursing home that submitted a film for her work that, now gets to be a filmmaker and get to do that. So it's great. Like, so you're talking about financing?
Yes, it's like we are actually a long experience in this field. Like Kishore, he is more than 20-25 years experience in this field, and
Oh,
I am almost reaching 17-18 years in advertising. So
okay.
it's long experience. We felt like it's so difficult to make some independent film, some message we want to show. It's so difficult to manage the team. So obviously we love to collaborate with any of companies or any of who wants to collaborate with us, because actually we want to show our country to the whole world. Nepal has so much scope in every kind of aspect, from landscape to culture to lifestyle and everything we have, but we get little less opportunity to show to the world. So if someone back up us, someone give us an opportunity, we will love to do works from Nepal.
No, and I'm so excited to get to see, your world in this video. And so when you made this video, you said you made it under the lockdowns of you were talking about the lockdowns of the pandemic. So did you make everything indoors?
No, the film is actually whole film is shoot outdoor.
Oh,
The film is actually shooted outdoor, and it's so difficult for us to shoot during that time because the models and we are trying to safe ourselves, but it's like it's a suit, so we have to going out, we going outdoor with people and crowd, and we taking so much of risks, a kind of risks during the shoot. But we tried our best that we not get affected by the COVID at the time, but we tried our best to uh, use the safety measurements, but it's so difficult time for us, especially if you see our film. The last portion of the film is shot in a vegetable market where there is lots of crowd, and we convincing people that it's about COVID film. Otherwise, if we doing some commercial, people might not allow us to shoot even. So we convince people that it's a film about COVID, so we are doing some social work. So it's so difficult actually at that time shooting.
Actually, with this film, we want to show our good locations also. So if you watch the film, then you can see very good locations with very some essence of cultural value of Nepal also, and lifestyles.
We intentionally use those locations. Like if you see, there is a Swayambhunath, there is a local market, there is Bhaktapur, the ancient village, and everywhere we shoot is like we intentionally want to show Nepal. We want to show how beautiful is our place also. So that's back up in our mind also.
I know that you had talked a little bit about how you interviewed a few people. You were in touch with some people for interviewing about COVID?
No, it's not interview. It's just a film. If you see film, there is no dialogue, no interview.
Okay.
It's just yeah. But I interviewed personally with some expert to know how it's going on. Just for
Yes.
like pre-production time only.
We actually, after finishing the film, we shown to some of the famous doctors here how they react about the film, and when everyone gives us a positive response to us, they said that it's so beautifully presented, and it's given us energy that this film has something. So it's research. We did some small research, but as we are not expert about the health section, so we taken help from some of the doctors, so how it's right or wrong. So that's kind of funny. It's a visual narration. If you see our film, it's like 4 minutes, but there is no dialogue, nothing. There's only a visual runs, and we try to show the lifestyle at the time.
Yes, you had earlier mentioned that you had spoken with and doctors and whatnot, and that was what I was getting at. So I just wanted to clear that part up. But guys, thank you so much for joining with me today and getting to talk about your film and your experience with filming and your country to all of our live viewers. Guys, you can see Survival Living Through COVID at Asbury Lanes on Saturday, March 25th from 12:15 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Afzal, Kishore, I hope you both have a great rest of your evening out in Nepal. Thank you again so much.
Thank you so much.